Welcome to The Source, where we combine the headlines with in-depth conversations with the newsmakers themselves. I'm Pinky Webb. Today on the program, a lawmaker says the campaign for charter change has started and claims public funds are being mobilized. But local officials deny the accusation. Albay Representative Edcel Lagman joins us in the program. And hundreds of thousands of devotees show up as the Traslacion returns after a 3-year hiatus. Our Lady of Fatima University chaplain, Father Nicanor Lalog II, tells us later about the significance of the Black Nazarene to the Catholic faith. A lawmaker from Bicol says congressmen from the supermajority coalition have launched a campaign to amend the Constitution through a people's initiative. He claims those who would sign the petition for charter change will allegedly be paid. After the revelation, Senator Amy Marcos also alleged that over 2 million pesos is being offered per district in several provinces to buy voters' signatures. Former Ako Bicol Party List Representative Alfredo Garbin denies the accusations and the alleged release of money to municipal mayors in Albay. Let's go straight to the source of the story. He is the source of this story, Albay 1st District Representative Edcel Lagman. Congressman Edcel Lagman, welcome to the source. It's so good to see you again. Happy New Year, sir.
Happy New Year too, Pinky. Incidentally, I did not say that public funds were being used.
Okay.
I said funds were mobilized.
Okay.
Whether they are public or private, I have not yet verified.
All right. Thanks for that correction. But siguro yung public funds, dun po ma-attribute yung sinasabi naman ni Senator Amy na may ginagamit na mga programa allegedly, sir, no, coming from the DSWD, but I'll go to that a little later on. So, balikan po na natin for context, ano po. Nagkaroon po ng meeting noong January 5. That is confirmed. That's what you're saying. And even ex-Congressman Garbin was saying, kitang-kita naman po, may meeting talaga noong January 5. So, pinatawag po yung mga mayors doon sa meeting at supposed to be, binigyan ho ba ng mga sheets of paper to sign for Chacha? So tell us your version of the story, sir.
Well, that is confirmed. There was a meeting last January 5 in the afternoon at the Ellis Hotel in Legazpi City. This was called by the president of the Mayor's League of Albay, Mayor Salceda. And during the meeting, it was disclosed that a charter change via People's Initiative is going to be launched, and they should help in having the voters sign the petition. They were given the form to be signed by the voters, and at the same time, they were given funds representing 50% of the amount of 100 pesos per voter who would sign the petition. This is fully documented. I have the papers showing the amount received and the purpose for which they were given. And the 3 of the mayors in my district already returned the amounts, because if the People's Initiative is inspired by noble and patriotic objectives, we must not buy the people's.
Congressman Lagman, you were saying that basically meron ho kayong ebidensya. What exactly do you have in your possession?
One, I have the form which were distributed on the amendment to be proposed to the Constitution, which is basically making the voting in the Constituent Assembly composed of representatives and senators joint voting. This would fast-track the amendments to be proposed by the Constituent Assembly, because the numerically superior number of representatives will definitely overwhelm the pure number of senators. And it should be recalled that the Senate has been the burial grounds for proposed amendments.
Okay. So you have the form. You were saying, yun po yung inyong ebidensya. What else do you have?
Yeah. I have also the form which specified the amount to be received, and also that it was 50% of 100 pesos per voter given to be signed by the respective municipal mayors.
Congressman Edcel, when you say that you have the form and you have the amount stated to be received, 50% now and 50%, exactly what is this? Can you show it to me, sir? What do you have?
This is the form.
Okay. And then, pasensya na, Kong Edcel, hindi ko masyado makita. Please explain.
I covered. Is it okay now?
Opo.
Pinky?
Opo.
Oh, okay.
So, pasensya na, Kong Edcel, hindi ko masyado nakita yung fine print, yung nakasulat po. Ano po yung nakasulat doon, if you don't mind, sir?
Babasahin ko,
Thank you, sir.
Name, the name of the mayor, the municipality. Then, this is to acknowledge the receipt of the following for the People's Initiative. Target voters, 2,500. Mobilization fund, 2,500. 100. Then 250,000. Initial release is 50%. Forms 10 pack per page, 500 pieces. USB voters list and primer, 1 piece, received by the municipal mayor. Note, forms to be accomplished in 2 original copies. That is the first form. Then the next form was the proposed amendment.
Opo.
This is what appears in the proposed amendment.
Yeah. Okay. I think
This is the form for the proposed amendment
that's
by
the one.
People's Initiative.
Kong Edcel, that's the one making the rounds on social media. I think that's even the same form that Senator Amy Marcos sent to the Senate reporters. Yan pong huling pinakita ninyo.
Yes, because many of the representatives belonging to various political parties were already sent or given the forms like this.
Yeah, I think...
So,
go ahead, sir.
a charter change rampage has surfeit of funds. Embedded in the 2024 General Appropriations Act is the total amount of about 14 billion for the conduct and supervision of elections, referenda, recall votes, and plebiscites, which 12 billion of which was inserted by the Bicameral Conference Committee under the budget of the COMELEC.
What was the 12 billion supposed to be for, sir?
So it was supposed to be, quote, conduct and supervision of elections, referenda, recall votes, and plebiscites.
Okay, so...
Because all proposed amendments to the Constitution will be submitted to the people in a plebiscite.
Right. That's what I was about to say, sir. Diyan papasok si plebiscite kung saan it will basically have to be approved by the people. Ito po yung yes or no, hindi ho ba, sa plebiscite?
This huge amount of 14 billion is bigger than the budget of the Department of Migrant Workers, the Department of Trade and Industry, the Department of Agrarian Reform, the Department of Tourism, the Department of Human Settlements and Urban Development, and even of the Ombudsman.
Okay. Kong Edcel, so doon po, how many mayors are there supposed to be, were there? And how many ang nagsoli po, yung sinasabi ninyo, nitong mga sheets of paper and supposed to be money? Let's clear this up first. Was the money given that particular day? Meron ho bang ipinamahaging pera noong araw na yon?
Yes. For one municipality in my district, it was 125,000. Another municipality got 142,000. And the third municipality got 175,000. The amounts are different because the targeted voters would also change.
Yeah.
Since what is being targeted is 3% of the registered voter per legislative district.
Right. And kaya po tumataas dun sa ibang distrito dahil mas marami po yung mga botante doon. As mentioned by Kong Edcel, under the Constitution, it requires 12%, hindi ho ba, of...
It requires 12% of the total number of voters nationwide, but at least 3%
for
of
every
each
legislative district. All right.
So in other words, if one legislative district does not have a
The
3% number of petitioners, the People's Initiative would fail.
Yeah, it's not going to work. 3% for every legislative district at least, and 12% of the total voting population.
That's small thing, Pinky.
Yeah.
But that is not the end, because if this People's Initiative would succeed, the proposed amendment will be submitted to the people in a plebiscite.
Right.
And majority should approve in order to make the amendment effective.
Yeah, and it's a simple majority, 50% plus one, sir.
Yes, of the registered number of voters nationwide.
We'll be taking a very short break. This is The Source on CNN Philippines. Please stay tuned. You're watching The Source on CNN Philippines. I'm Pinky Webb. Our source today, Albay 1st District Representative Edcel Lagman. Again, sir, tatlo doon sa mga mayor, ibinalik po itong form, tama ho ba? At binalik din po yung pera?
That is correct. That is correct.
3 out of how many, sir?
Well, there are 15 municipal mayors in the province of Albay, and there are 3 city mayors. The meeting was called by the Municipal Mayors League, so the city mayors were not there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many really attended.
Okay.
But from my recollection, almost all attended, except those who were out of town or out of the country.
This was, of course, former Ako Bicol Representative Alfredo Garbin denying the allegation, actually calling it wild and baseless. You have also Congressman Bongalon, and I believe Mayor Salceda also denying this accusations of yours. Sir, what can you say about that?
Well, it is expected that these Ako Bicol officials and representatives would deny. But, Pinky, in our jurisprudence, a positive, detailed assertion by the mayors is more credible than a mere denial of supposed perpetrators.
Here's what I want to find out, Congressman. Are these 3 mayors willing to testify about what happened in public or probably... Go ahead, sir.
I have not talked to them about any testimony or submission of sworn statement. I will have to ask them whether they will be brave enough, courageous enough to defy threats and file the necessary criminal complaint because, Pinky, under the Plebiscite and Referenda Act, the Omnibus Election Code on the ban on buying and selling of votes is applicable. So there is a criminal offense here.
What is this called, Kong Edcel? I mean, it's not vote buying. Is it vote buying? Is it...
Well, it is akin to vote buying. It could be labeled as petition buying.
petition? Yun nga
But
po.
whatever it is punishable because the Plebiscite and Referendum Act refers to the applicability of the provisions of the Omnibus Election Code. And under the Omnibus Election Code, both buying and both selling are both prohibited.
Right. And because you're the one that, kayo po nagsiwalat nito, Kong Edcel, are you planning to file any move or case, or maybe even when Congress resumes session, I believe you're still on break, to have a privileged speech at the lower house, sir? What are your plans?
Well, I have said a lot already about this. I have no plans of delivering a privileged speech unless it is imperative and necessary. But with respect to the filing of criminal action against these alleged perpetrators, then I am going to discuss this with my municipal mayors.
And would you be able to tell us who these three mayors are, sir?
At the moment, I don't have the liberty to disclose their names.
Opo, okay.
That is why in the form I said to you, I even removed the name of the
I know,
municipality and the mayor.
Tinanggal
But I
niyo
will
po.
have to consult with them.
But
I have not been given the
permission.
liberty
Yeah.
to permission to disclose their names. But I think they will not remain incognito.
And I'm sure they know, sir, sino to po itong tatlong mayors na to.
Actually, former Congressman Garbin already called up one of the mayors
And said
that you are the one giving this information to Congressman Lagman. And I think the tone was even threatening. That's why this mayor has been depressed for several days now.
Tinawagan po siya ni former Congressman, allegedly, ni former Congressman Garbin at tinreten po. Is that what you're saying?
Well, hindi naman. Hindi ba threaten? Sinabi, ikaw ang nagbigay ng informasyon kay Congressman Lagman at yung tono raw ay mukhang threatening.
I see.
Hindi naman
Yung
siya
tono.
threatening.
Okay,
The
let's...
tone was kaya na-depress yung mayor. Nag-celebrate ng piyesta ng lugar. Walang talagang wala sa depressed because natakot.
All right. Thank you so much for your time. Albay 1st District Representative Edcel Lagman, and CNN Philippines will also reach out, of course, to Bicol Representative or former Bicol Representative Alfredo Garbin to get his side on the matter. We hope to get him soon. And up ahead, we speak to Our Lady of Fatima University chaplain Father Nicanor Lalog II about Filipinos' remarkable devotion to the Black Nazarene as the Traslacion returns after a 3-year pause. We'll be right back.